Okay, let's go as I accidentally uh, touch my mic volume slider. Which got like super loud for no good reason. Anyway, welcome. Nope is gone this weekend. And I figured because last week I kind of had a super short stream, I was going to do 2 days this week. Kind of give some people some weekend entertainment, fill the void that Nope has left us with, and play some more Mario Omega. That is fun. Oh, this is. Let me just move something really quick. There we go. That's better. So for some reason, normally I pop out the Twitch chat, and I'm thinking I might go and find a different like pop out thing. For some reason the chat refused to pop out correctly, and so I just have a normal like Twitch stream page thing loaded, which is it works. Was there for. However, it has like the Twitch preview. It's so weird because it's like it's slightly off. What is that? I just covered it up because I'm like, you know what? I don't. Could I have ridden? Maybe I could have. Like, fun jumped on the saw blade. Gone around. Ability. Not sure if I would really want. That seems deadly and dangerous. Could have. Not worth it. At least. I've said this on like my own videos and streams. I'm not against Dragon Coins and A-Coins and stuff, but I don't mind the fact that they are 1/5 of a life. Like, really worthwhile. Really don't. I don't find that worthwhile to, like, really try and get. A little more dangerous than I probably should have. But yeah, I like Dragon Coins when they, like, open up things. Right? Fortresses do not crumble when they are cleared. This is because every fortress has a secret exit. Okay, good to know. So there is a secret exit somewhere in this saw blade didn't even appear. But yeah, I like when you have Dragon Coins, A-Coins, whatever you want to call it, have something more. They unlock things like a proper collectible, right? And like, be it, you know, unlock stores, unlock, I don't know, anything. really anything. I find that just better in general. Now, is that like the best way to go about doing a hack? Maybe not. Maybe like instead of 5 Dragon Coins, it's like 3, so it's like get more. Or instead of just 1 life, it's 2 or 3 lives, you know, something. So I can come down here. Gives me an 8. So if I like look at this correctly, I am over there, Sawblade. I'm fairly certain that down here I can probably spin jump. Yeah, like that. That leads to a new C. I mean, that was a really easy secret exit. kinda thought it was going to be a little bit more challenging. Hi. But it's an X dimension. Okay, so red switch is an X dimension, right? Like, that's what it was saying. You know what? I got to Star Tropics. It has been a very long time since I've actually played Star Tropics. And I can't say this is very familiar. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it kind of looks like it, right? So there's a secret exit somewhere. Am I able to? I mean, probably. Probably. If I do it right, I could probably get in there. You know, like the secret exit kind of was easier. Not a whole lot easier. It was a little bit. Also, sound is very loud. There we go. It is very loud for me, and I'm not quite sure why. It could be S9X has this habit of when you like open up the emulator and like move things around or like hit fast forward or really a bunch of like different factors, it like increases the sound volume back to 100% from whatever you had it sitting on. Kind of weird. I'm wondering if that's... Oh, are these like little light blocks? I'm also very afraid will kind of be anywhere. I will say I'm not a fan of the like nothingness in between little light blocks. Up or down? I don't know. I have no clue. Oh boy. Is that just your secret? Down here? I don't know. Wow, this is not the best. Well, I've found the secret exit. So there's a normal exit in here somewhere. I am slightly afraid. Because, like, just, I don't know. I don't know where I clipped into the wall there. Fun. Yeah, like, up here looks like you can go up there, but I don't think you really can. Crack. And I'm just losing all of my power-ups all over the place. At least I can get one here. Like, I know for certain they're in here. Right? That's Spidey. You give me a shell. I don't know why you would give. I guess I could go back, right? Maybe. Oh, wait. It doesn't want you to go back. I could. I could go back. to try and see what is like up that one path. I don't think it's worthwhile. Oh. Just let them explode. Good. Spinies. Hopefully not clip the wall. Fire. I don't know what would be up to that. Okay, so if I do this right, here, that gives me fire flower if I can get to it. And so yeah, normal exit. Somewhere in this mess of a level. Can't say, because this is Star Tropic, right? I can't say I recognize really anything about this, like, underground? Is that underground pipe? You know what? I don't like this. I really don't like the fact that you are like 100% blind in this area. It is not fun, in my opinion. It is not a great choice, in my opinion. Where I'm supposed to be going? I think I went up. Yeah, like this. Is you can go down there, but you can also go up. So, I don't know. That just falls. I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna let it go. Like, mushroom, not worth it. Not worth it. You know what? There's been no midway point, and I really don't want to do the invisible level again. I will just go. I'll just go. I will complete the normal exit in here. What? Jump. And perfect. Exactly what I want. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But there we have it. We have done Star Tropics. I just don't. I don't remember. I don't recognize anything of that Star Tropics level. I really don't. I don't know if I'm like not used to Star Tropics or what. Also, I have not gotten beta apparently. But beta 3 could be over here somewhere, right? There it is. Look at that. Beta 3. You know what? Let's do beta 3 first. This level was originally going to be Icicle Caverns 2. It was removed because the level design isn't very well or after. Well, losing my power up immediately. Why does that surprise me? It doesn't. It's zero surprise from me. Thank you, game. Not very nice that you took away my shell. That was my blue shell. I can kind of see it already. Like, slightly less creative level design. Possibly something up there. Maybe something up. Not really. Through there. I don't know. Like, That is awful. Like, you should not have a power-up that is potentially tiered. And, like, look this. I can't even... So, what it wants you to do is wants you to get here. So you can go up here and run across and get down here. So if you don't do that at all, you miss the skull raft. You miss the midway point, and you kind of just screw yourself over. I really can see why this level... I wasn't even holding buttons. Do I have to hold jump? Oh, man. Try this again. No buttons being pressed. Let's see what happens. Oh, I don't know what happened the first. Maybe I had B and or Y pressed for a second when I came out of the pipe. That screws up everything. You know, I wouldn't say they don't fit. They're not that great for ice. But at the same time, I mean, they're not they're not awful. Of course, I'm like, coins, let's go to the coins. I just fall in lava. I mean, it's not bad, but you're right, it doesn't really say ice cave to me because they look very outdoor. Like there wouldn't normally be snow inside of a cave, right? There wouldn't normally be snow inside of a cave. I was gonna say, how do I get back up? I could go down there, but I don't. Yeah, I think what happened was I either held like right for a second or I held like jump or Y because that also screws up the like distance. Because I didn't like expect to be shot out of a cannon. Yeah. Like that wasn't like those cave graphics, right? The ice caves. They're not bad, but they don't really say ice cave. It's more like outdoor cave. Like outdoor. You wouldn't have snow. You wouldn't have snow in a cave. Doesn't really happen. Snow on like a cave entrance? Yeah, like that would happen. But not in a cave. Curious. Oh, I mean that makes sense. I think I want normally I think I've touched on this. Normally I would be like all for cape, but this level or this hack really makes it like you want to swap between. Not to my toe. Sheared off by yeah. Trying to drop it on an urchin, but it didn't work. Okay. So, some random design there. That is spot where it's like, hey, you can swim under here. A moon. Because, yeah, if you look, it's using like a ceiling instead of whatever type of thing. Yeah, I could see translucent level looking good. I could see that. I could definitely. I don't. I have 2 of them already. Up. Ah, almost, almost made it on top of those blocks. Unfortunately, I didn't. Okay, so now I'm here. So I just went in a loop, right? So I did this. That's blue. That was X. So I've only gotten 2 X's, right? So I've only gotten this one, Zelda 2. Yeah, so I have Zelda 2, Super Mario Land. I haven't gotten the top 2 X's on the left and right, or the side X over there. That's okay. So I'll save those for later. I did a loop, so I'm back to World 4, so I don't have to worry about where that goes. Mossy Cove. Mossy Cove. It's no Goombo. Why did you bite my toes, Goombo? I'm curious. Is this like? Yeah, I figured it. Completely like squandered that, but it was exactly what I thought was gonna. What? Wait, what? I am confused at the placement of this midway point. I'm very confused at the placement of that midway point. Well, don't go that way. Striker Force. Why would I have a midway point that close to the beginning of the level? Not a whole lot. I found Beta 3. I did the, like, side area. That's pretty much it. Pretty much all I've done so far. Getting kind of annoyed at the Star Tropic, like, secret level. Because it feel like Star Tropic. Maybe I'm just like, I don't remember Star Tropic very well. But I don't remember like a neon green part of that level with like nothing. Yeah, this level is kind of random. Plus, I'm really confused mainly about the midway point in this level being like right at the beginning. Like it makes zero the Star Tropic level, it didn't really give me trouble. Just I didn't like because it uses like completely black graphics and you just can't really see where you're going for the most part. So I ended up finding the secret exit like super easily because I'm like, I'm going where there are enemies and stuff. Okay. Score game. But yeah, like, so I did that. I kind of just went where there were enemies. And it worked out. So far, that really is the only level that's like, I really like. All the rest are fine. I'm kind of thinking there might be... Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I'm good at secret finding. Okay. Yeah, this one is such an odd choice. Have such an asymmetrical, like, midway point. I mean, it's a good choice to denote underwater, giving it like a slight blue color. Okay, so be a long trek, but I know what I must do. Wait. Why did I die? Why? Wait, why am I dying there? I'm legit confused. Oh, you know what? There must be like a death block or something. Oh wow, and you can't even like jump back out. I am gonna like rewind here. I'm so confused. Okay, there's an A-coin. Oh, there's a block to let you jump out. Okay. Why are you dying under the ship though? There must be a death block. There must be, right? Up. Boink. And firefly. Now there's a secret. Well, I saw the secret exit. I saw where. I'm assuming I saw where it is. I really do not remember. I mean, keeping the player like in bounds is, I mean, that's fine. It's just an oddity because so far, all underwater levels allowed me to like kind of skip ahead. I am still so confused by the fact that midway point is right here at the beginning of the level. It makes zero sense to me. Come over here. Okay, so that's a just fire flower. I guess the ground texture. But yeah, so in here, that's where I came out later. But when you go all the way this way, you see, is it over here? Yeah, that door over there. So I'm assuming that door over there is where I need to go. Now I just have to figure out exactly how to get over there. Because I went to the right, left last time. I'm wondering, does it? Yeah, it's like it's like there's blocks that turn off the water or something. It's so weird because so far, like every other level, it just allows you to swim under level. It's such a weird like decision. Okay, so this is the only door. This is the only path forward that I can tell. So you gotta go in here. I did, or I didn't rather, explore everywhere. I kind of found like a singular path and I was like, oh, this must be it. So I know I have not gone everywhere. There's a door up there. Ew, look at this. Nice, easy walk. You could totally do that without. That would not be a hard swimming section. Why didn't Fireball fry him? Pretty sure I hit him straight on with a Fireball. Okay. So either down there, there's a pipe I can go in. Or something over here. Well, there was a block of. So that must be a. You can come in from the side, right? Frick. Ooh, fish. You know what? I'm not. The midway point is just so just awful to me. Like, I don't mind taking the hit. I really don't. But the fact the midway point is right at the beginning of the level and you'd have to go through like this entire thing second time, just awful. Oh no, that's where I would come in from the thing from the ceiling. Down here. This is a new area. Ah, level. It's not even that bad of a level. It's just there's no like midway point. Okay, so I've already gone. I can get the power. I've been through here. However, I'm confused. Is this a different area? Or is this the same area? I go this way? I don't know. Actually. See, like that's my issue with this level. Is it may be exploration, but you don't give the player any real indication where you're supposed to go. And it's like, yeah, you can kind of see a couple things starting off, but don't really give the player any foreshadowing where to go. And that's not a great design, because now it's like I'm trying to find the secret exit. I'm trying to go where I haven't been. And other than like seeing that door over there, which I'm fairly certain is where the secret exit is, I have zero indication of where to go. Having a midway point somewhere that would make, you know, even if you can go 2 different paths to get to the same midpoint, having the midpoint somewhere in the ship to indicate, hey, you're on the right path, is far, far better than having a midway point so off-center in the level. Like, that's an awful, awful choice, because it really gives the player no indication. Pretty much having the midway point so off-center gives the player no indication they're doing the right thing. Like, that's, even if it's like, oh, hey, I made this to be explored, having the midway point so off-center that the player doesn't actually know if they're doing the right thing or not, or if they're going to be rewarded for the direction they took, that's just, it's not good. It's not a good choice, because the player doesn't really have a reward for exploring, except finishing, getting to the end of the level. Oh, I will accept that. Better power. Here's a door. Yeah, and then I was already here at one point. Guess types might be something like, this is what I mean, is I have no indication if I'm going the right way or not. Well, so it is up to the player to go a direction, but by not giving the player any information, because I don't have any. I have zero information to go on. It's not a good choice. It's not a good design. Like, some people may look at it and go, oh yeah, that's fine, that's perfect. The player can go and choose where they want to go. Well, yeah, they can. They can always go and choose where they want to go. But giving the player no reward anywhere And having like things up there in the ceiling like that that you don't know like where they go, how to get to them. It's not great. It just causes frustration. So even when you make a level and you think it's the best idea ever, like this is where you get the playtesters in to play through it and test it, get their opinion on it, get their information so they can be like, you know what? No, this wasn't fun. And here's why it wasn't. Because I would say, like, swimming levels are, in general, awful. Like, swimming levels are one of the worst level forms in general. They are slow, they're monotonous, there's not a whole lot going on in them. Like, yeah, I'm dodging torpedo Teds, yeah, I'm, like, hitting fish, but there's not a whole lot of entertainment value. Just hit this button, and then I get to the end of the level here, and I'm like, I'm so lost in it. I found the keyhole. Like, I did that. I found that. I have no idea, no direction in this level. That midway point gives me no indication that I'm doing anything right, anything wrong, where I'm supposed to go. That's why even if you give a midway point after like branching paths, and that's majority of what this level is, it's not really exploration, it's branching paths. Even if some of those take you to earlier sections, being able to go one way in a section, then go back through, you know, the same kind of section area and get to a new place, still alternate paths, it's still branching paths. But taking away the ability for the player to know what they did was right or wrong, that's the... That is like... I don't think there's really a way to dodge that. Okay. So this gives you coins. So I went in the second pit. No, I went in the third, this one. Right? Because I didn't think it was an actual pit. I fell in it. So one of these will give me the key. That just drops me here. Wait. So I need... I have a... Can I go back in this? No. So to get that pipe, you would have to have a P-switch for there? Like, I'm just making a generalized assumption that where I went would have led me to the key. That is obviously completely incorrect. So somewhere in here, there's a P-switch, right? There has to be. Because I can't bring the P-switch from earlier. But then I can't go through that box. And if I try and go under the level, I'm just gonna die. Yeah, like this is where I mean, like, there's no indication, there's no, like, there's nothing. It's just like, hey, by the way, level. Do that. I got through that box. I can go down there. So unless I was supposed to be able to bring the P-switch with me, because I have a feeling I'm supposed to be able to go through that pipe, right? I can go down this pipe. There we go. So that gives me the P-switch. Now I know... do this. Then I can come down here. So I still don't have the key. Feather, that gives up, that gives feather. So, oh, here we go. And then that here. That's there. So down here anyway. And then that leads me back here. This pipe. And this pipe leads me to the end of the level. I'm not a fan. I am not a... This is an awful level. This is completely, utter, just awful. And I am 100% looking in Lunar Magic right now at this level to figure out where I'm supposed to go. That goes here. That goes here. So either I could... They're probably not. That would be my assumption. Here. Man, this is just... I don't even really remember where I found the keyhole. Like, I don't even really remember that. So, yeah, so it is where I think... It is where I thought it would be. Where I thought it would be. Okay. Okay, I think I've kind of figured it out. Really, it like honestly, this is the only level like so far. And it's more or less the fact there is no there is no tells about like where to really go, and you're just guessing. The rest of the game has been great so far. Like I really enjoyed the rest of the game. So exploration levels, it has to be done like they're not bad. Exploration levels are not bad. The only problem with like Mario is Mario's not designed as an exploration game for the most part. There is no reason and there's no like usually a drive for players to explore a level that has a start and an end, right? And I don't mean like a start and end as in like you have the beginning and the goal and like that's it. Like it can be the end could be a bunch of things. But unless the focus and unless the uh game is really designed around needing to explore and needing to find something, there is no real reason for the player to really take the time to explore. Like there's not, right? And so you have to know how the player is going to react to the game. You have to know like why exploration would be a fun thing for the player to do, and you have to give them a reward for exploring. So a very easy, simple thing to do for exploration is providing, like I said, a midway point at a certain junction in the level so the player knows that what they've done is correct. But by not having a midway point, like they don't know if anything they've done is the correct path to get anywhere they need to be. And it doesn't even have to be like a midway point. You could have, let's say, a room that's just dedicated to the dragon coin. You get to this singular room and it's like, oh, hey, I did something I was supposed to do. I am now being rewarded for. So it's not that it's a bad thing to explore. It's not a bad thing to have exploration, but you have to give the player a reason to explore. Well, so that one level in particular, the reason it was so frustrating is there's so many pipes to go down that they both take you forward and backwards in different locations. And so there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason for it. It doesn't feel like there's a reason that you went forward. It doesn't feel like there's a reason you went backwards. You just did. And so, like, it was just a pain to play through. I mean, yeah, you do have, like, DK coins, but if you look at the, like, exploration side of, like, Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3, like, it's mostly contained. Like, there's not a whole lot of extra room in the levels. So your exploration is actually like really limited to a very small search area. The ship, it was such a big area that it wasn't fun to explore because it was so massive. And so it's like I had no indication I was going the right way, no indication I was going the wrong way. The A coins were just they were just sporadic. There were pipes all over the place I could enter. There were doors all over the place I could enter. Every other level so far I could swim underneath of the level. That one I couldn't. And so like there was a lot of things just together in that one level that were kind of different than everything else so far. Well, no, so Super Metroid, or not Super, well, Super Metroid, but Metroid, in general, like Metroid is designed to be explored. It is designed to make you want to explore. It gives you items to explore up to a certain point, and then you see something that you can't do, right? And so at that point, you're like, oh, what do I need to be able to get to this new point? So it gives you a reason to go back and explore and figure out what you need to explore. It's kind of like the newer Castlevania games that have kind of the same manner. You go forward to find an item, to find a power, to be able to go backwards to get forwards. So, like, Metroid is designed to be explored. Castlevania, the newer games, are designed to be explored. Mario, in its base, unless you're making a hack to be explored, is not an exploration game. And it's the same with Donkey Kong Country. It's not an exploration game. So the parts where you could explore, the parts where you could be like, hey, this is neat, this is something that's new, is a very limited area, and they also kind of limit the amount of times they do it. So it's really important to like know what your player is expecting out of the level, and by having a game that's like platforming and have a singular like random exploration moment, the player's not going to be expecting that. And so they go into it not expecting it. They go into it thinking that it's going to be a simple, straightforward type of thing, like every other level, and then they're wrong. And it's just, it doesn't lead to a good time. Yeah. That's another thing, is like how rare hid secrets is. A lot of the times, like, it was in a unique way where Rare hid them, but it was also, like I said, a very limited search area. It wasn't that you could go in 5 different directions in a level, find things. You were very limited in the search area you had. So, like, there's that. Like, exploration games in general are not bad. They're not inherently bad. Like, I would say probably exploration games that are built on exploration are probably some of the more fun games. I highly enjoy Metroid. I'm playing through Metroid Fusion again right now. Really looking forward to Metroid Dread. Like, Metroid Prime 4, once it's like actually released, is gonna be like great fun. But it's like those games are made to be explored. And even the ones that are like semi-explorative, like Metroid Other M is semi-explorative because it's very linear in what you can do, but it's also built on the basis that players are gonna want to go back. They're gonna want to look at things. They're gonna want to explore. I don't know if I should have gone up or down. And yeah, and like having branching paths is fine too. Like, there's nothing wrong with having branching paths, and in a way that is even explorative. Because even like original Mario World did that. They had some branching paths. Donkey Kong Country, for the most part, didn't, but some of them did. But yeah, like late game Fusion is very explorative. So even though the game is kind of linear starting off, like there's a lot to be found late game. Like after you've done everything else, gotten the space jump, gotten the screw attack. but it still gives you a reason to go back and explore. And so far, like, this game is great. There's only been 2 levels, which is this one, Mossy Cove, which just, because everything up to this point was not explorative, and then you just threw explorative, it just wasn't good. Like, it just doesn't fit. The other one was Star Tropics, and that was just because it was confusing. Like, the level design itself probably was fine. It was just a confusing level. But yeah, I mean, like, that is another thing with Metroid Fusion. I mean, it's for the most part linear. Like, starting off, they do have the, oh, now you are like ultra powered. You can take on the SAX. Like, they do have that going on in the game. Also, this auto scroll is very quick for swimming, and I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not even sure where the secret exit is, because I have fairly certain I've passed it up there, and I failed to get it. So could be there. Could be there. Man. Yeah, I will agree. Like, it's not terrible. It's not bad. It just, it's too much to kind of keep track of. I think that's the thing. Is there's too much to like keep track of. Because you're looking for a secret exit, you're swimming, there are feathers freaking everywhere, and just you can't really get them because the feathers like bounce up really high. Still pretty kind of thinking that the secret exit was that switch. It's, I don't know, like, this level, other than it just being really fast paced, isn't bad. I mean, the fast pace about it is like probably the only thing that is semi questionable. Just because it's like it's hard to like determine where you need to go. But like, as I said, like, this level has branching paths. Like, you can see that, and it's like, oh, there was one of those like door things. But yeah, the branching paths are fine. It's interesting, and it's like interesting to see what, like, where they go and what you're supposed to do with them. But yeah, I'm 100%, the only clue I have for the secret exit is that P-switch. My powers. And not get down there. You know, I like Super Metroid. Honestly, like, Fusion is probably my favorite of the Metroid games. Just because, like, I find the fact they went with a little, like, more of a story than previous games, and it is explorative at the end. Like, it has you kind of learn everything. But if you kind of look at it, they're probably assuming, they're probably assuming people playing it, that's going to be their first Metroid game, right? Because unfortunately, how a lot of businesses kind of make decisions on how to design a game is based on how many people they kind of assume is going to be playing it for the first. So Metroid Fusion came out quite a ways after Super Metroid, and because of that, they kind of probably went back and assumed that it was going to be the, like, a lot of players' first experience, right? So they have to design a game based on that. And so they went with a much more linear fashion to kind of get people, like, acquainted to the game. And it's not necessarily like that was a bad choice to do, but it's definitely like if you're an older fan of the series, you played the series before, like it definitely is kind of like low at the beginning. But yeah, like this level was fine. And it was interesting. Like I think that's my thing is I find swimming levels really monotonous and boring. And that might be another reason I really just don't like Mossy Cave 1. I just find the slow pace of swimming just awful. This one really wasn't bad. Like it kept you moving. And that's a thing you want in swimming levels. Is you want the player to be like constantly moving. Because if they're not constantly moving, then they're gonna like bored. That's why auto scrolls in general are kind of just boring because the players held back and they can't run, they can't like jump, they can't, well, I mean they can run and jump, but only in a small portion of the screen. Make that jump, or do I need to jump on the fish? I kill the fish. Ah. Hi. Why is the midway point up there? Why? That was a very long. Why are the ghost house load time so long? Or the pyramids, the ghost pyramids. Like I was kind of thinking for a second like something was wrong there. No, it's just super, super long. Weird. So weird. I don't think I've ever seen load times that drastic in a hack before. Heck. I would just wait. Up. Okay. Here. The music even speeds up and gets faster too. Oh, weird. I'm fascinated by that. Like, why is there just that many, like, map 16 blocks or whatever? Like, layer 2, layers, I don't know. I don't even know what would, like, cause that lag. Except for maybe, like, direct map 16 blocks where it's just not optimized and it's just a lot of level, like, level space that needs to load. Huh. Okay. So I need Hit this gray piece away. And I need the springboard. Wait. I'm just gonna go back. Am I supposed to go? Oh, I am supposed to go this way. Okay. No. I understand. I completely misread the level. Because this takes you back to where the midway point. Yeah. I was just misreading. That's probably a power-up. Probably. Like, this has been a fairly constant thing with the ghost pyramids. Is the super long load time. But oh well. I can get another fire flower over here. Like, such an oddity. I'm just like really caught on these like load times this level this level has. End? I assume so. Seems very end-like. Yeah, no, I like the ghost ruins are fine. I'm just like fascinated by the load time. I don't know if it's because it was underwater. I don't know if it's like direct map 16 or something, like not being optimized. Just something about it took forever. Ever too. Mossy Cove 3. Just fry all the fishy fish. Now, the only thing the load time like did. Oh, so this is what that door is for. Okay. But yeah, the only thing the load time did was make me question on if it like crashed or not. Up. Nothing interesting up here. Old block tool probably added increased load times because those blocks really were not like super optimized. Something I maybe can not good at shell jumping. But yeah, old block tool was unoptimized, so it probably could. I know old add music could. But was this made in old block tool or was this made during block tool super deluxe? Because block tool super deluxe, while better, it didn't have quite as many like load time issues as block tool. I know that. So I guess there's that. Like, I think this would have been made during Block Tool Super Deluxe because Block Tool Super Deluxe, it's not the same as GPS, but it's very similar, right? It's just very similar to GPS. I be honest, I kind of like the fact that Block Tool Super Deluxe and I think even Block Tool add GUIs, but I'm just a fan of having having GUIs. There's honestly no reason why you would really need one, especially with like, hey, you just have a list of things, put them in, I just like visually being able to see. This takes me to the midway point. I don't know. I really need. Ah. There we go. Perfect. I don't know if I actually needed anything. Well, except for the midway. I like the midway point. You know, I am kind of more of a fan of traditional hacks. Kaizo hacks have their place. Kaizo hacks can be fun. I find Kaizo hacks more fun to watch than I do to play. And that's mainly because I get like super frustrated with them half the time. And I'm like, why is this the thing? Why am I supposed to... Seems so deadly. Why would I want to go? I can't this pipe. The wrong direction to go. There's a pipe down there. Am I supposed to go down there? Go up here? Ah. No, it wants me to, like... I don't know how you would, like, really get in there without taking a hit, without, like, taking a lot of time to try and go super, super slow. I am more of a fan of traditional hacks. Well, I mean, you can hold down. Like, I could do it. It's just like, I would have to sit there for a decent amount of time. Football. Fuck, man. But yeah, I mean, you can get in there. Like, I see how you'd be able to. Being small, like, would be really easy, but it was a 2-tile tall like gap, and staying exactly within that 2-tile while big is just that's not easy task. That's just what I mean by like how you're supposed to do it. It's just while you're big. I mean, Kaizo Light and Kaizo are very hard. Like, that's... There's not a lot of definition between very hard and Kaizo Light. Yeah, it's like... I guess very hard, you're supposed to be able to, like, really see everything and, like, do it without a lot of practice. And then Kaizo Light is like, you would need practice. And then Kaizo Hard would be like, hey, you're probably going to be doing this with, like, tool assistance. Like, that's kind of how I like, view it, I guess. But they are very blended. Honestly, to be honest, I would love to see a separation of hack type and difficulty, because I really do believe that things can be like above easy but below, or above standard but below hard. I believe that Kaizo has like a middle ground, and Kaizo, you know, light, Kaizo hard. There is more definition to it than just those two. So I would really like to see a separation between type and difficulty. But as far as like just the blended nature of very hard to Kaizo light, I mean, you're not wrong. Can I do this? I just want to see. Okay, you can. Easy to do. And up. Go up here. Like, I don't know, some of the Kaizo like things that you get used to seeing in Kaizo games, like they're not exactly a Kaizo rap, right? Like that little passage that was like really tight, I wouldn't really consider that like a Kaizo move. I will say it's like a really like probably more on the very hard section, because not only does it force, it probably doesn't force a hit if you do it right, but you're more than likely to take a hit right there than you would otherwise. Oh, I got the secret 1-up thing. Yeah. But I'm not sure I would consider that like Kaizo aspect. Because it's obviously like you could do it. Like it's not hard. Also, I think I was thinking like the beta level was gonna be there. I have never played Nachos and Oreos, but I would agree based on the other hacks the creators have made. I would agree that it flirts with Kaizo. It's kind of like jump and jump half. Like they flirt with Kaizo. Like they do. There's no like ifs, ands, or buts. They really flirt with Kaizo. But yeah, like Striker said, it really depends on which level you look at, because not all levels are gonna be that difficult in general. It's just some of them are. Some of them are kind of borderline. I know. As soon as I'm like not near that thing, it's fire. But yeah, I mean, with Kaizo, it really just depends, because you could have a very hard hack with one kind of Kaizo level in it, like one level that like flirts with Kaizo, and you're gonna have people complain that the hack is not graded correctly, that it should be rated like Kaizo, because you should rate it based on the hardest level, not the easiest level. And that's like why there really should be a separation, and really more frick. I wanted to keep my feather, but that did not. Okay. I am now power upless. Frick. I didn't want to do that. Ah. Oh man. But yeah, it really just depends on like which levels you look at. Like, in my opinion, they really should have a more defined separation between things. Also, I think actually get over there without a cape. But yeah, like what I would like to see, and this has been brought up by like multiple people just across a bunch of different places, Discord, the forum. I personally believe that there needs to be a separation between difficulty and type, So like I said, you could have Kaizo, but then you can Kaizo easy, standard, medium. Those physics. But I also think you should have an expanded like grading system, right? So instead of just having easy, standard, hard, maybe you have like a point scale that goes from like 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 or somewhere in between there. You have a point scale. And beyond that, you could even expand it even further to not just have like a point scale, but have like the spread, like two listed difficulty. So you have like the game starts off easy and it gets very hard at the end. Like something that is like gives a better representation of what a hack consists of. Because it's really or something in between where you have like a star system. Missing a skull. You know, you have the point system, star system, whatever you want to call it. That's like, let's just say 1 through 5. And so you have we'll just say stars for simplicity. So you have stars, and 1 through 5 blue stars mean like beginning of game. And then green star means like end of game or whatever. So it's like the system for grading a hack based on difficulty, in my opinion, is just, it's too simplistic for its own good. It used to be fine. Like, it used to be a perfectly valid system, but I've kind of been hacking the game. I've been on the forum since, 2008. So in the beginning, the system was fine, but we also had hacks. Like, there wasn't really any definition. It was just like, there are hacks here. And then as you got further on, you got, the easy, you got standard, you got hard. So those expanded, and then like people on Kaizo, so Kaizo expanded. And then you also have pit hacks, you have troll hacks, which I don't really understand the definition of troll hacks. Like, there's something about troll hacks that I guess I don't fully understand, like, what they are, I guess. Because I figured troll hacks are, like, made to have, like... I mean, yeah, that is true. For the longest time, we did not recognize Kaizo as a valid hack difficulty. Well, no, the joke and troll hacks are like hacks. They're not just tags. So they're like actual things, from what I am aware of. In fact, I'm gonna go look right now just to make sure that I'm not just making up something. Let's see. If I was to submit a hack, my difficulty... Okay, yeah, no, I have easy, normal, hard, very hard, Kaizo light, Kaizo hard, Kaizo pit, and miscellaneous and troll. So I guess, yeah, troll is what I'm like thinking of is troll hack. Joke hacks are different. Joke hacks could be anything. But yeah, it's like, that's what I kind of thought was like troll hacks was kind of like, I want to be the guy. But then I've heard people complain and seen people complain. It's like, hey, even though it's supposed to be like a hard like troll level, like you shouldn't have random death pits and stuff. And it's like, isn't that the whole point of a troll hack? Like, isn't that the entire point, is to troll the player into like falling for a trap. So from the troll games that I've seen, they don't seem like they fit that like naming. Maybe I'm just wrong, and maybe I'm just like looking at it incorrectly. But I don't really understand. Don't really understand troll hacks. Really don't. Well, I make them fine. Nothing against people that want to make them. Not understand. I am speed. I'm use all the chaos emeralds. I'm supersonic. I fly while being yellow. Going. You know, I want to be like, say that it was handled fine for the most part, but I don't play enough Kaizo to like want to say that my opinion really matters on it, because I don't think it does. Personally, I do not think my opinion on Kaizo really like applies too much. That was just awful. Why? Why would you do? I mean, so my issue, my whole take on Kaizo, right, is when you say Kaizo standard, you baseline Kaizo, not hard, not easy, just baseline Kaizo. I'm thinking of the original Kaizo Mario World, right? The very classic, I modified Super Mario World to make my friends play a game. Like, that to me is Kaizo. Yet, if you look at what is involved with that Kaizo, the original standard Kaizo, that would technically be classified as Kaizo Light. Right? Like, I'm not wrong with that. If you look at what the original Kaizo is in today's standards, that would be Kaizo Light, which makes no real sense to me. Because if we built a standard based on that type of Kaizo being the standard, but then we classify it as Kaizo Light, something just seems wrong. Something just seems wrong there. And I realize I could have just entered the X at a different location. Yeah, it's like it just doesn't seem quite right that how we classify Kaizo Light as like the standard Kaizo, but the standard Kaizo isn't standard Kaizo. Something just seems wrong. Something seems off. And then Kaizo Hard, like, I don't know, I always viewed Kaizo as like just a really hard kind of platformer. Kind of like I Want to Be the Guy and things like that, where it is still a platformer, right? Huh. Ooh, what am I doing? I'm doing this automatically. Okay, I think I was supposed to hit those boosty blocks, and I just chose not to. I don't trust not going in that gap. Okay, secret exit somewhere, so I need to find a key somewhere. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't really play Kaizo, mainly because, like, I don't have the real ability to be as precise as a lot of the people the levels are made to be. I don't really have that ability to be that precise. I used to, but I also have like carpal tunnel. So like I physically really am unable to like be super precise with my controller. My hand cramps up way too fast. I can brute force it usually. Give me enough time and I can do it, but it's not come. No. I choose not to really play Kaizo. You know, as I said, the only level in the Dimension X that was like even remotely like questionable was the Star Tropic one. Like these are fine, they're funny. Like the Zelda 2 one, it was not bad. Like the music was kind of iffy, but that's not on the creator. That's music. I had fun poking fun at it, going, but Zelda 2 enemies are nowhere to be found. But that's also because I played through Zelda 2 countless times. But yeah, these are fun, like they're fun levels. I like them. Yeah. As a light doesn't say RTA. I'm just reading. Yeah, like that's the problem is like what is the best? Also, I have no idea where the key is. And I kind of want to like jump off here just to like hints. I'm just gonna go. I this is like completely just not about the argument. I hate the term RTA. Who decided that the term real-time action was the term that needed to be used or um being able to do things like humanly possible? Like I don't understand it. I don't understand the real-time action name. Like I said, it's not even about the Kaizo argument. I just don't understand why real-time action is like the defined name for being able to do things by yourself. But that's why I mean like it really should not be a like 3-tier difficulty. And you really should like you really should break up the difficulty. But at the same time, who gets to define real-time action? Does a hack become RTA as soon as someone is able to do it real time, that someone is playing the game on stream and is able to do whatever extremely hard level it is? Like, at that point, does it become RTA? Or is it up to the the moderators to play the game, and if they are able to do it in real time, does it become RTA at that point? Like, that is a big piece of it that I'm not sure a lot of people really like thought about when the argument for RTA came up, is who gets to define RTA. But I mean, isn't Luigi's Adventure art like isn't that doable? Because as that's like Anna Kitty's hack, right? Like that's the one I'm thinking of. even though it was made with save, like there's been a lot of hacks made with save states in mind, and people are like, oh yeah, like do the thing with save states. That game is very possible without save states. It was just made under the assumption that people were going to be with save states. And honestly, if you look at hack creation from the earlier days of the internet, the earlier like 2008, 2009 days, a lot of people really, well, yeah, that's what I meant. 20 rooms. A lot of people assumed that emulators were going to use save states, and almost everyone did because it made the games more accessible to play. So that's why I mean, like, who gets to decide? Who would be the one to decide something is RTA or not? Is it as soon as it's able to be beaten RTA, does then it become RTA? Or is it that it's passed on by the moderators to decide if it's RTA? Or is it the creator? Let's just say the creator created a game and, you know, like every piece of it they know could be done by hand, but they were never able to do it by hand, right? Like, is it up to the creator to say, okay, this is RTA, this is not RTA? Like, who gets to put that label? That is like, that's my question. Who gets to put the label on the hack for being RTA or not? Oh, I'm at World 6 already. I think I will probably done for now. Have some stuff to do today. This is kind of extra bonus time because Nope is gone. Plus, I kind of had to run super early last week. I wanted to get a little bit more in, make it a little better, quicker. I don't know. But we'll jump on over to the end screen. Oh, you just missed it because we are ending. We are ending quite a while. But yeah, that would be like the whole hack, like situation, the difficulty situation. Really, like I think in general for everything, it's not even just Kaizo. It's easy, hard, roll, whatever. Really needs a new definement to it. Because I would love to see like a type and a difficulty. Your type could be standard, it could be Kaizo, it could be roll. You could have like puzzle as the type. You could have explorative, like something of that. Like what type of hack is it? Like people are going to be looking for this. People are going to want to know what it is. And then you have the difficulty. Like this is a puzzle hack, but it's hard puzzle hack. This is a puzzle hack, but it's a medium puzzle hack. This is an explorative hack, but it's like very hard. And with that, I mean, even if you, let's just say 4 difficulties, right? You have easy, standard, hard, RTA. Something like that. Or you know, easy, standard, RTA, and tool assistance. I don't know. EA, tool assistance. I don't know. That's my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to throw on some music and take off.